And we're back for more Temtem gameplay. In this episode we are gonna continue towards Miyagi Village. It was a bit of a long road with a lot of tamers. On the way I found several locked chests, as you do anywhere. And I slowly but surely fought my way up the mountain, or whatever you could call this. Kinda looks like a mountain. I reached the top of the mountain, I guess, here, where I found a fountain where I could drop down some wish you well coins. I had found 4 previously, and it appears that they actually give pretty good rewards. So I dropped all 4 of them. The worst reward was that one with only money, otherwise I got money and items from the rest of the coins. After that I continued onwards. I thought I had to come up here and jump down, but I was mistaken, so I went back down and went inside the cave. My Temtem had taken a lot of hits, so I decided to stay clear of the grass and skate through to the other side. And continued towards Miyagi Village. And finally I arrived at Miyagi Village. I talked to a priest of sorts and told me that the temple was up here, and I knew that the perpetrator would hide inside the temple. I talked to the high priest, who was kinda old school and did not really like me that much. He never really told me anything very useful, and after talking to him, I went looking for the perpetrators. The conversation dragged on for quite a while. He had a lot to say, and yet still didn't really tell me anything about anything. After the long conversation, I had to find Shiratama, the one who listened in on my conversation at the hot springs and also gave me my crystal skates. She wanted to fight, so we did, and I easily defeated her. And after the fight, she was joined by Homura, the digital Temtem thief. They told me that they were previously in the Belsato clan, but they tried to desert them because they didn't like how they handled their business. So they grew tired of it and decided to run away. They then came to this temple to hide and gain a new identity. After talking with them, I meet Carlos and Berhano, who also traveled to the temple, and we decided that we needed to go west of the giant bridge in Miyako village, because there was intel that the clan Balsato would appear there at some point. Sadly, it appears that that is a sacred ground for the priests, so Shiratama thought it might be difficult for us to gain entrance. The old priest wouldn't let us pass unless I showed him an Inky, so I went south to catch an Inky, so I could give it to the old priest. Caught the Inky and returned back to the priest once again, giving him the Inky. He in turn gave me allowance to cross the bridge. And that is exactly what I did. Once I crossed the bridge, I found Carlos and Dr. Cesarea and Bejano, and Carlos told me that there were a lot of Balsato clan members out here. So I had to defeat no less than 12 Balsato clan members before I could continue. And so I did. That took a lot of time, and some of them were pretty difficult. And then returned to Carlos, telling him that the coast is clear and we can move on. This is where I saw that this is the end of the current game. The game is still in beta, so it's not a finished product yet. So this is where my Temtem playthrough of the campaign at least ends. Luckily for us, there's a lot of endgame stuff that we're gonna go for next. The very next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try and go for the first mythical Temtem. So please be back for the next video where I try to catch that one.